Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're back over on the YouTube account. We already have 13,000 diamonds and we're going to hopefully get our last copy that we need of Velfira. But overall, I wanted to also look at the Forge's Favor and see the chest. So a lot of players are asking questions about this Highborn Dragon chest. Should you get a copy of Skyland? Should you get the Insignias in here? In my opinion, it really depends the direction of your account. If you're building Skyland, or if you have a plan to build Skyland, you do have to have him built out pretty high. He does require a very, very big build out. When we even look at the build, you're looking at a 40967. Now remember, he is a damage dealer, so that plus 40 signature item, 9 of 9 furniture to unlock those abilities, and an E67 engraving focusing on the damage aspect that he does really have, meaning that if you do not build him out, and if you are not building him, if you have no plans to build him, if you don't have a lot of insignias that you're already sticking on or have, I would go ahead and I would pick up these draconic insignias. I have 83 of these. This will take me to an even 103. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to get the insignias. I'm not going to get the copy of land because looking here, the only 2 copies that I have of this hero were actually drawn out of the regular summons, trying to get the rest of our draconic heroes because of Scion within here. Now, also thinking of Velfira, overall, seeing a lot of use is falling right now into that SS tier. Doesn't require quite a big build out. So the optimal build in here is a 309 E61, meaning getting that plus 30 signature item, getting the 9 of 9 furniture, and then a 61 engraving. So the 30 and the 60 engraving, plus the 1 point. And I believe that extra 1 point does go into haste. I haven't unlocked the tree to see it, but I'm hoping in this video again that we're going to be able to build her up a little bit further. But I also know that within here, I do not have enough engraving mats to build her up really to that plus 60 engraving at this point. The Dragon IO, hopefully, fingers crossed, guys, that we're going to get lucky in here with getting this last copy that we need of this hero, because unfortunately we have not gotten lucky and it looks like not again. Let's go ahead and spend a couple diamonds in here. Maybe we'll get it. There is one more copy, which is Scion. I will take a copy of Scion. Scion really being used in quite a few different game modes. Let's go ahead and not remind me. See if we can get that last copy. We've been doing this a few times now, so we do have a couple more scrolls, have a couple more diamonds. Maybe we will see the epic one once again. We've been waiting for it. We've been really kind of just one off getting the copies, and a lot of players have said they haven't had as much luck, or they've had a lot more luck with Velfira than they had with Scion, and they're still not having luck with Scion. I've actually seen a couple of screenshots and a couple different places where players have been summoning with the 2 heroes in the wish list, and overall they didn't get the copies that they wanted to of Scion. They pulled a lot of new copies of the new draconic hero, but when it comes to building out Scion, a lot of players have said they haven't had any luck at all, which kind of stinks. Because Scion right now, I feel like the utility of the hero is still very high. We're still seeing him used in a few different places. And if you're not getting him right now, I think over probably the next iterations of damage dealers that we get, you're not going to see a lot of utility or a lot of use case with the hero itself. And maybe one day that AFK Arena will get back to our regular 4 faction heroes. I know we haven't seen it in a long time. There's a copy of Gorn out of there, but hopefully maybe we will get a copy of a hero. There's a copy of Mira, so actually 2 copies that we can use in here, and we need to tidy up some space. We're getting way too many heroes in here, but we'll be able to add, I believe, one more star, 1 on Mira, 1 on Scion. Now remember, Scion, very similar to many of our damage dealers, requires a very big build out to have the effectiveness because of the stats that we're adding with the hero itself. Even looking here, not only are we adding stats, and it's funny because you get to these numbers, guys, and thinking of it, so that's hundreds, that's what, thousand, that's millions, that's like 38 billion? I believe 38 billion for the combat rating. So it goes from 37.1 to 38.3. So you are getting a lot more combat rating just based on the levels, but also looking even HP, I mean, from 34 to 35. Little bit higher, but you also do get the secondary stats when you're adding stars on here, which can really make a big difference. Because when you go into the engraving, you can see we got pinged because we added 1.82% of physical pierce. That, remember, when it equates to actual damage, that is a 1.82% increase with the physical pierce based on the damage. And unfortunately, we did not get another copy again of the hero that we've been looking for. She's literally eluded us through a lot. Gonna have to keep on saving up our scrolls. We even got all of the scrolls out of the current event that we have going on, which is completed in the entirety. So we're gonna have to wait to get and build up her engraving. Now, also remember, when it comes to Skyland, when it comes to the Awakened version of Iran, these are two that I wanted to focus on a little bit, because for a lot of majority of game modes, including the Treasure Scramble, where if you do not have Scion, very similar to what I do not have, players are running the Awakened version of Iran. This is the hero that is being run in place of Scion, or excuse me, in place of Skyland. If you do not have Skyland, Iran is the one that we're doing. So I'm going to actually do the swap in here, and I was kind of waiting. I'm going back and forth to see who we would swap. But in here, we are going to swap Eugene. Now, I know Eugene being used in a couple different places, but we have a 5-star Eugene. And again, I keep forgetting about the 40 signature item, because we would be swapping Eugene for a plus 40 signature item. And I don't think that's going to be worth it unless I just bite the bullet and use it. Guys, let me know in the comments if you guys think we should go ahead and swap these. Because again, I know we're swapping kind of 1 for 1. So when we go to next, it shows us. So yeah, plus 40 signature item is going to be going on here, as well as all the furniture. I didn't even think about the furniture, guys. Yeah, we have all of this maxed furniture. Might not be worth it for the stars. Let me know what you guys think. I don't feel like it's going to be worth it for the stars, just because I do have Iran built up so high, but I'm pretty limited to who I can build in here, or who is really worth building. We could do like a Thorin, which again is going to be the same case scenario. Iran's going to be the same case. Even looking at possibly Zora. This might be one because I don't have Zora built up to that plus 40. I know I do have a couple max pieces of furniture in here, but overall I feel like this might be a good swap to add some more stars. But again, then I'm not really doing anything but adding the stars in there, and I don't feel like it's going to make that big of a difference, just for the simple fact that Eugene is still being used. But we're going to have to see what that kind of looks like and what that swap looks like. Now, the rest of it, we should have patch notes tomorrow, which means Delicious in Dungeon is going to be coming up. Now, me personally, I'm now 3 episodes in, I believe 3 episodes in. I'm not super impressed with the anime, not super impressed with the heroes within the anime itself. They're kind of odd. It focuses on cooking. I don't know why the crossover would have went this direction when I know Journey got a fairy tale crossover, which players were super excited about. Doesn't seem like that's going to be the case. And we also know that Delicious in Dungeon is coming to the classic server, and it's coming to the companion server, which usually means looking at how Sheltier kind of fell out. We might not see the same utility in the classic that we do in companions, because it seems like they're running the same skills and abilities, just kind of at a different level or a lower level to build it over in companions. But all right, guys, that's going to do it for today's video. We're down to 750 diamonds. Unfortunately, didn't get that last copy of Velfira, but hopefully it is coming pretty soon. But let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.